Struggling single mom makes her 17-year-old son pay rent. Let's check it out.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
So my son has a job now.
Right.
And I feel like he should help me around the house with the bills. So I told him starting February. I told him starting February 1st, he's going to start paying $500 a month. And then he's going to start paying his cell phone. I've been paying his cell phone since he had a cell phone, since he was 7. You paid your phone bill like 2 times. Anyway, parents, do you think he should start paying rent? He feels like he don't have to pay rent. You want to give your part real fast?
I'm 17, bro. What am I paying rent for?
You can't stay nowhere for free. You work.
I know. When I'm 18, I'll figure that out.
No, you're going to figure it out now. $500 a month. I don't care what he say. Either $500 or the door.
Real quick, what do you guys think of this situation? Are you in support of this? Here's where I stand. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. I do not think that an unproblematic, right, heavy on the unproblematic, 17-year-old child should be worried about paying rent. I don't think so. Now, you may disagree. I'll give you guys the points of why I believe a 17-year-old child, especially in situations like this, shouldn't be worried about paying rent. Number one, I'm not surprised by this. Many single moms, unfortunately, live near or just right at the poverty line. And having a child who's working and you see him coming in and you know he's finally got a new job and you're watching him go to work and you're struggling. You're wondering if you're going to make it that month. And here comes your 16-year-old or 17-year-old child in this situation, your 17-year-old son. He's got some bread now. He walks into the house. He looks like a solution to your struggle financially. I don't think that that's correct. And I don't think young people who are unproblematic, because if you're an issue and you're disrespectful in your household and you're a problem, right, you're making it harder for the household to function. At that point, I'm like, it's whatever. But if your child is unproblematic at 17, I don't think they should have the worry of rent on them. This is the time when you should be investing in your child, into them learning valuable lessons without them feeling like the consequences of them not contributing will be the lack of a roof over the family's head. That's not right. I believe a young mind is still developing at this age. If you're going to give them some type of financial responsibility, it should maybe just be limited to a partial phone bill or a part of home. It can't be something like contribute $500 to the house for rent. Nah, this is a perfect time to invest in that child's skill. Maybe teach them how to invest. If not in themselves, maybe they want to be a content creator, right? Lots of young people want to be content creators at this age. Doesn't matter if they fail or if they are successful. That's not it. You want them to learn the value of a dollar, the lesson of committing to something, of showing up. Maybe they invest into buying equipment and you make sure it's for them to actually start doing what they say they want to do. Maybe you invest into them learning how credit works, right? And they can learn at that age. You know, part of this money is going to go towards you understanding what I wish I understood when I was your age. But the pressure of you need to help pay this rent, we need you, I believe that's just a result of poverty. This is what it looks like. Real quick, shout out to the sponsor of this channel, fathershaverights.com. Here is the truth. A prenup is not about lacking love or trust. It's about being brave enough to have honest conversations. It's about being bold enough to protect your family's future. Engaged or soon to be married men. The divorce industry profits when you enter marriage blindly. Real love is sitting down and writing your own rules instead of leaving it up to strangers, the state, the government. Soon to be married men, it's not too late to secure your future marriage. Click the link pinned to the top of the comment section and join the hundreds of men securing their future marriages the right way. Let's check out a few of these comments. Top comment here says, he don't owe you nothing. Damn. Straight up. Somebody else here says, only black moms do this. Somebody else here added, go find a man to help you. This is a big part. This has to be a big part of it, right? You don't have the man to contribute around the house for bills, and so you look at everybody else and think they're the ones who should be helping contribute. When really, that man, like a lot of people say, you allowed to move in for free. You allowed to clap the cheeks for free. You allowed to impregnate you and put you in a dire situation for free, which is crazy. Next comment here says $500. He might as well move out. And somebody responded back and says, how when rent is $2K? Oh, so there's just like a split here in the comment section. Of course, there are parents who are doing this. I wouldn't want this as an ideal situation. Somebody else who says 17, she dead wrong. Somebody else who says you're setting him back. Another person here says, girl, that's his whole paycheck. Here's somebody else who says, girl, no, your struggle shouldn't be his struggle. And she responded back and says, struggle. And she says, if you're asking for help, saying bills equals struggle, life beats us up enough. Asking a kid for $500 a month plus cell phone is too much. Here's another person who says, gotta be rage bait. I don't think so. Because she responded back with this video.
It's a lot of y'all in these comments saying you wouldn't charge your children rent. It's a lot of y'all tagging them. I'm not even upset with you, but guess what? I'm charging. I need my money. I need my $500. Guess what? These kids will go out here and spend $500 on Gucci shoes, $300 on Jordans, $200 on jeans, sometimes $300, $100 on t-shirts, sometimes t-shirts we talking about, $200 on t-shirts. My friend is a store owner. He owns a clothing store. You know what he told me the other day? These kids will come in here and spend their last dollar on these clothes. They don't care how much the clothes cost. Guess what? I need my money first before you go and spend it all on something else. I need my money. Guess what? These kids will order Uber Eats faster than anything in this world. These kids will order Ubers. They pay to get in parties. They do what they want. I need my money now.
Okay, so I guess my question here is this. What's the lesson that you're trying to teach? That you need your money now? Is it your money? What's the lesson here? If it's responsibility and knowing the value of a dollar and how to not be frivolous when it comes to spending, there are better ways to do this. If you're just like, I don't like what you're spending money on, so I'm going to save you from that by taking $500+ away from you as my 17-year-old son, then I don't think you're really teaching anything other than resentment, right? Because later on, what's he going to do, right? As soon as he leaves, he's going to splurge anyways, because he's like, let me get it out of my system. I think it's almost better to say, hey, this is what I want you to do, right? Figure out reasonable ways to show that child how to properly spend their money. And if they go against that, then you can hold them accountable and say, listen, you decided to buy this with your money. I'm not going to make up for such and such because you had money and you decided to use it wrongly. If you show me that you've learned from blowing your money, then we can talk about helping you now that you don't have any money, because if you're spending money frivolously on Uber Eats and clothing, then you're not being financially responsible. But you want your kids to sort of make some mistakes. They need to not be heavy mistakes that are irreversible, but they're supposed to be able to make those mistakes within a controlled space. So you got a few of these comments, what the people have to say. Top comment here says, single mom activities. And somebody else here added, no, let's see what she had to say. Okay, she didn't respond. Somebody else responded back to that comment though and says, you can tell she has a baby daddy, not a husband. And somebody else who says, no, that's just her. My mom would never. Here's somebody else who says, he don't owe you ish. You got your P beat and had him.
And since y'all been on here for the last couple days having a versus debate, let's talk about because why y'all charging y'all minor children rent to stay at your house? Soon as they get a little job, y'all trying to nickel and dime them for every penny. So the local bum can stay at your house for free, but the child that you birth, they have to pay rent. Let's make it make sense. Why don't you teach them how to save their money and stop trying to rip them off?
$100 a month. I don't care what he say, either $500 or the door.
This woman is making her son pay $500 a month on rent and is not even 18 yet. She said starting February 1st, he's about to start paying monthly rent. Like, man, at that point, I might as well out. What is up having kids and y'all not financially good, man? They're not supposed to be taking care of you. You're supposed to be taking care of them until they get their feet up under them. You feel me? And they ready to take on the world. But they can't take on the world if you're constantly pockets just because they can't. And what's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous behavior, auntie. No bullshit. Stop treating this little boy like your man. He's not your man. Go find a man to take care of your bills. Or better yet, how about you get up and clock, do a double shift, get a second job, do something, man.
So by now, I'm sure we all done seen this woman here. So this woman said that her son, 17 years old, got a job, and she said it's time for him to start chipping in because she been paying his phone bills and this and this and that. So she decided that this boy still got to pay, he got to pay his cell phone bill, and she want this young man to pay her $500 a month to live in her house, her own son that she birthed. Now, I'm going to disagree with this. That boy, 17 years old, he went out and got a job. This is the perfect opportunity for you to show this boy a lot. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't contribute nothing to the household. He should be given something. $100 maybe, if that. Now, and $100 pay your own cell phone bill. You teaching them a lesson. But what you looking for is for this man to be a provider for you and himself, and he's your son. You should be teaching this boy how to save his money. You should be taking that $500, putting it into account for him, so when he turned 21, he can have himself set up and won't be in the position that you in, asking a child to pay for rent in the house. He didn't ask to be in this world. You brought him in this world. He's 17. You are obligated to take care of that young man. Y'all drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this one.
And somebody else here says that's the problem with these bitter mothers. And these are women here who are holding this chick accountable. I mean, there's also the overboard approach to this situation, which is my baby gets all he wants. He doesn't have to do anything. You can't do that either. And I'm sorry, life has nuance to it, right? People just want an easy fix. And life doesn't work that way. Somebody else here added pocket watching your own son. Here's another person that says just money hungry. Here's another person that says, hold on. We have a comment here that says, look at you, all stupid and shit.
There's a video trending of a mom saying that she wants her 17-year-old son that just got a job to be paying $500 a month for rent. And for me, this is one of the biggest contributing factors to why some young people start off life with a massive financial disadvantage. That is diabolical. I don't know how you want to look at this. You have a child. This person, 17, they haven't actually lived life. They're just starting. And now you want to then put them at such a massive financial disadvantage. I get it, you might want your kid to contribute towards the house. I get it. But $500 a month? Do you know how much that is? Do you know how much is that kid earning a month that you want to take $500 away from that child? Away from that child. You say, oh, but you know what I mean? There's nowhere else that child will go to that they'll pay less. That doesn't matter. It's your responsibility as a parent to make sure you take care of your child. That means financially. It's one thing for you saying, you know what? Contribute, take this bill, whatever. But $500, how much might that kid be earning a month? You're potentially maybe taking half their paycheck, or let's say 40% of their paycheck. Do you know how crazy that is? And then once these kids want to start actually life, maybe want to get a mortgage, maybe want to buy a house, maybe want to buy a car, whatever, they're in such a massive financial disadvantage that they can't afford it because they've spent money that they could potentially be saving. But you as a parent, you can't live up to your own responsibility as a parent. Now you're trying to charge your kid $500 a month? That's just wild. This is why I've said it before and I'll say it again. Some of the biggest ups that people have in life starts from their parents.
So my son has a job now, and I feel like he should help me around the house with the bills. So my
baby will never bill while she living with me, and she can live as long as she want to. Y'all aren't happy with your financial situation, and you don't have extra money to spend on your shit that you want to spend it on, and it itches you when you see your baby have money to get their nails done, get their hair cut, get a game, get some sneakers. Oh, that gets on your nerves because you don't have extra money because of your financial dealings or what you got going on. So now you want to dig in. Oh, well, that's how well you failed you too. Because if your mama wasn't putting money up that she was taking from you, stacking that shit up and giving it back to you so that you could have your bearings and that you would be prepared, then she was using it too.
So my son has a job now, and I feel like he should help me around the house with the bills. Cell phone. I've been paying his cell phone since he had a cell phone since he was 7.
I'm 17, bro. What am I paying rent for?
You can't stay nowhere for free.
You can't stay anywhere for free. This is why they hate us. This is why they hate us. He's 17, but I bet that man gets to stay in your house for free. I cannot stand y'all. This is your money source. The fact that since I was 10 years old, I knew that I was my mother's retirement plan, that does something to a child's psyche. And y'all don't care. Y'all just use these kids as bank accounts. Y'all use it. First of all, America is supposed to be a first world country. Supposed to be. But y'all having kids to profit off of kids. And if they can't do nothing for you.
And your children don't owe you a damn thing. I put clothes on your back, food on the table, all shit you were legally supposed to do because you decided to forward it.
Because I did not ask to be here. And honestly, I wish I wasn't here because of you. Not my mom, because my mom's a good parent. But I make them feel guilty. I make my parents feel guilty every day. Because why did you have me? No one told you to do that. And so yes, I want you guys to feel bad about me being born. And he should do that to you because you are a terrible mother. You're a terrible parent. I hate y'all. I hate all of y'all. Read on my For You page. Some of y'all ain't gonna make it. I ain't gonna hold you. Some of y'all
To be taken out in the back and put down.
They got to. We gotta become the Harriet Tubmans of our timeline, y'all, because this ain't gonna work for me. I'm so mad.
Take advantage of the kids that you forced to be here. Bitch. Shit. You decided to have children. Nobody owes you a goddamn thing. You decided to pop it, lock it, and drop it. So now guess what? That child is here now. What are we talking about? Then as soon as that child doesn't hit the milestones that you want, as soon as that child is not successful in the way that you want, those books, those grades aren't hitting like they should be, you're going to be damn near condemning that child. And I guarantee you you're laid up with a man. I guarantee you you're laid up with a man, but you're saying...
Yeah, he's the man in his house. He don't... But this child, this 17-year-old child has to pay rent.
There's a
gold digger.
No.
Don't deserve children. And then y'all hate when somebody be like, you know what? I'm going no contact with my mom. You can't do that.
But it's your mother, though. It's your mom. Though. You should never disrespect your mom, though. It's your mom. Bye. Bye.
I should just ruin my year. I ain't gonna hold you. This is a child. 17 years old. 17 years old. I'm about to be 30 years old. The reason why I don't have children is because, well, first of all, I don't want children. But also because I'm a very selfish person. When people call me selfish, I don't consider that an insult. That is a characteristic of my personality.
He's another person that says, I don't need money for my kids. He's another person that says, so what? It's their money. Your bills are yours. So, yeah, people are over here lighting her up for this perspective and what she just shared. Of course, guys, I'm curious to know, what do you think? Hey, guys, as always, I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of the Coffee Pod. To my currently engaged or soon-to-be married men, if you need a prenup and would like a guide that shows you how to get a solid and legally binding prenuptial agreement, hit the link into the top of the comment section and access your guide at fathershaverights.com today.